Hey yo, this is Dillio coming to you another video, and this is another independent artist empowerment video. We're going to talk about how the breakthroughs are coming. The breakthroughs are coming. Now before that, I have to take a moment and thank everybody who showed up and showed out and donated to this channel on my live stream last Thursday. I couldn't make another video without taking time to thank all of you who did that. I don't even think YouTube shows me exactly who did it at the time, or else I would just call you out by name by now. But a lot of y'all know who you are. And there are a handful that really know who they are and have made contributions to this channel beyond. And I just want to take a moment to thank you guys. I was just doing another live stream and I wasn't expecting it. I was totally shocked and blown away by the experience. I thought those kind of experiences was except for those with over 200 or 200,000 subscribers or some big Twitch channel somewhere. I never thought it would have happened to me like that, but it did. So it's got my gears turning. And I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who did that. That was so cool. And it's definitely going to help me get the new equipment that I was trying to get. And hopefully by Friday or Saturday, I will have a surprise, but I don't want to make any promises yet until it is. So I don't want to say too much, but yeah, you guys really looked out for me and really helped me to keep this thing going as I learned to keep going as well. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. But before that, just thank you guys so much for that. I can't thank you guys enough. So we're going to talk about the breakthroughs are coming. If you're an independent artist and music producer, you know that, you grind for it for a while and it seems like it doesn't make sense. And even I felt that way. I felt like, man, I'm just doing this thing. Am I crazy for doing this? Am I crazy for doing this long? Am I crazy for being a YouTuber this long and still not being at 100,000? You think those things, or I've been at this and stuff like that. But I got to tell you that there are small breakthroughs that happen. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I still do this, is because when the breakthroughs happen that kind of confirm that, hey, this is what you should be doing, or there's something that says, hey, you connect with people a certain way, it just kind of lets you know, like, yeah, this is what you should be doing. Especially if you get something from it and you love what you're doing and you love doing it, and you love sharing with people, and you do it anyway, even if you weren't getting anything from it. And I know that I heard a saying, and the saying is, you get what you prepare for. You might have heard that before. And so when we're talking about breakthroughs, we gotta take a time to see, are you in a position for a breakthrough in today's day and age? We know that the music industry is changing. Even with the past COVID-19 situation, things are changing. People are streaming now, and people are doing a lot more things differently now than they've done in the past. So how do you adapt? How do you get ready for the breakthrough? Well, if you're an aspiring music producer who wants to make sales, and we all know that there's online feed selling now and stuff like that, well, you got to have your stuff on a platform where you can easily make a sale. How can you be prepared for someone wanting to buy a beat from you if you don't put it on a platform or have a system in place to make it easy for them to pay you for that beat, to pay for the price range of that beat? That's what I always preach. Have some products ready to go. And for a long time, I didn't have a lot of products ready to go. And because I didn't have a lot of products ready to go, I missed a lot of opportunities to serve someone who needs something. And oftentimes these people who need something, they don't have a lot of big budget or anything like that, and you're grinding it out and they don't have time to waste. They like, do you got this ready or not? And if you don't have the products in place, or you don't have like a little beat store or something like that, there's going to be an opportunity that you miss a sale. And you as a music producer knows that when someone wants to make you to do a custom beat for them, it takes a lot of work, and you're probably going to charge a little bit more if they want a custom beat done from scratch, and you got to put in the effort, there's going to be changes and stuff like that. But on the other hand, you can probably reach a lot more people if you have a catalog of products already made. That's why I'm always saying, have a catalog of products already made. Have a catalog of songs already made. Have a catalog of whatever it is that you're trying to share out in the world. That you're trying, have it made. You ever go to a convention or event and you see vendors there? Oftentimes they're not there making their products at the place of where they make sales at, or they have products that are already made now before the convention or before the event. the music's already made. I mean, artists don't go on stage and make a song there on deck while the show is going on and then sell it. Now, some do that, so I'm not going to give you an absolute rule there. But I think that as an independent artist, whether you're a music producer or artist, having stuff ready to go solidifies yourself. And having your stuff ready to go in places where people are. See, that's the thing. Like, I know certain artists that only wants to have their music on Reverb. There's certain artists that only wants to have it on Bandcamp. I only want to have it on SoundCloud. I only want to have it on YouTube. And I understand that it takes a lot of work to get it to all these platforms. But you have to ask yourself, where are people listening to music most? You know, I know an artist that was hesitant to put their music on Spotify because the low percentage that Spotify pays to artists. We get that. It's in the favor of Silicon Valley with all these platforms because they're controlling the platform, right? But the point is that I'm trying to make is that when you have stuff made and you have a collection, you have a portfolio ready to go, you put yourself in a better position to have a breakthrough. If you're a songwriter, and you know, and there's all kinds of songwriters, but let me just tell you some experiences with some different songwriters, because I deal with a lot of songwriters because they say, hey, I got beats, hey, you got songs, stuff like that. So there are some songwriters who can hear a track, send you what they do with the idea right there on the spot. Now that builds a reputation of, hey, this person's really serious, this person's got something capable, but not everybody's at that level. There are some songwriters who can't even finish a song and need a lot more help. And the thing is like, in either one of their situations, I'd rather have the songwriter who has a catalog ready to go, a song they recorded, or a catalog of lyrics that they can show and say, hey, I got this song here, hey, I got this song there, and I can look at it and I can say, okay, you got this song here, and I'd like to listen to this. Can you sing this for me real quick? When you're able to sing your songs on the spot, and that doesn't mean go sing every time someone says, hey, sing something, because sometimes when you tell somebody you sing, I don't know if you've ever been through this, singers or artists, stuff like that, but when somebody hears that you can sing, they say, sing something. And for me, sometimes I don't know if that comes from the most genuine of places, because sometimes non-artists and non-singers are some people, in my opinion, who may have a thread of insecurity or a little, they may want to see what they can get you to do on the spot. Not because they want to hear you do your thing, but they just want to see if they can get you to do something or not. And because they'll hear you sing, they'll say, hey, sing something. They'll hear you sing, oh, that's cool, and then want nothing else to do with you. So you have to be careful of that. But I do know that if you have a collection of lyrics as a songwriter, or you have a collection of beats as a beat maker, or even a collection of presets and samples as a sound designer, you put yourself in a greater position to have a breakthrough. I've had an artist compare themselves to me and say, hey, I'm more into this than you, but this artist has no content and hasn't put on content in over 10 years. Okay? And in my opinion, you have to be ready to show people really fast what's going on. Oh, you want to hear me sing? Check out this link. Oh, you want to hear this beat? I got a link for you right here. Because you don't know how serious the person is inquiring about what you do. You really don't. But it's very easy to have a collection of stuff ready to go. And those are the ways you can set yourself up for a breakthrough. Those are the ways, because eventually, as you keep doing this, and this is another mindset, is that you set yourself up for a breakthrough when you don't get so attached to one person and one person's experience. So what I mean by that is that if you get with a group of people and you have a bad experience with a label and stuff like that, and they don't really do you the best way, they don't really treat you right, they don't really follow through on what they said they were going to do, and then after that he's like, okay, I'm good, I'm not trying to mess. And I understand that, and it's a good way to kind of cope and protect yourself. But one thing to better position yourself is to keep meeting new people, new labels, and create new opportunities from that. Because if you stay silent or you stay still based on that one previous experience, and I know what that's like, and I kind of lived that life myself, you don't really allow yourself the opportunity to try again and get a different experience. You don't position yourself in a different way to have the breakthrough that you're trying to get. And oftentimes, you know, and even me, sometimes I can make the mistake of marginalizing the achievements or marginalizing the success I have sometimes. I think every creative person is their worst critic. It doesn't matter if you do music or clothes or anything else. When it's a creative platform, when it's entrepreneurial, no one can be more critical of yourself than yourself. And sometimes even that can prevent you from moving forward. But when you learn to be able to criticize yourself and still be okay with your flaws and still put out something, I can appreciate that more. I have an issue with people who say, yeah, I'm into this, and they're not doing things on their own. There's a lot of that. What are you doing on your own? I have people who I deal with who are active artists only when I'm around. Do you have people in your life that are only active in music when you're around, and then on their own they never post anything? They never sing anything, they never write anything, they never make any beats or anything like that? Those people are still learning where they want to be at. So you try not to put your eggs in those kind of baskets, all of them. It's okay to be cool, and it's okay to learn and communicate, but you have to be mindful. It's like, okay, they're still working on things, so while they're still growing, I need to find other people who may be at my frequency to create, right? And so those are some things that you can do to present yourself for a breakthrough. And as I'll say it again, I don't see a lot of people talk about this on YouTube, and there's a lot of people who are further down the road than I am, who are in positions I want to be in. But I don't see a lot of people talking about the grind and the not glamorous experience. The grind of creating a video and uploading it, and you doing a lot of it and it doesn't get any views, and then you make a mistake and just put up something else and you get this type. You know, I don't think people talk about that, but it does take going through that. It does take being ignored. It takes, those are the things that are in front of the breakthrough. The feelings of anxiety, the feelings of, okay, I'm getting older, what am I doing? You know, those things happen, but only after a while, something happens and says, okay, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But you got to be active in it. If you're just kind of going through the motion and feeling those things while not trying to create and not trying to grind, then you're going to further delay that breakthrough, and it's going to be farther to get to. So I'm saying that breakthroughs do come. I'm still grinding. I'm still learning too. I'm still rebuilding and building. I had a computer failure, and I'm rebuilding that, and now I'm trying to get back into my groove of creating. But in the midst of that, you get breakthroughs. They come. You know, people want to do business with you, brands and all that stuff. It comes through, and then you get more ideas how to do things better and a little bit better and a little bit better. So the breakthroughs are coming. Don't give up. Keep grinding. Put your head down. Keep your head up, but put your head down. Hit the pavement. Keep grinding those tracks. Keep writing those songs. Keep creating your products. Learn, and you're eventually going to learn things to help move you forward. And then you'll have your own narrative and your own set of lessons that'll help propel you forward. All right. I'm Dillio. Y'all take care. Y'all know what to do. I'll see you on the next video. This has been another independent artist empowerment video. All right. Peace.
Dillio on the track.